It's been an amazing ride. Anybody and everybody who knows Muriel can attest to that. You know, today I'm suffering from what I call purposeful procrastination. I procrastinated in writing a speech because I was hoping that she would change her mind. It's worked in the past, but this time, unfortunately, we're here right now, so as you can see, she didn't change her mind. So what can I say about Muriel that I've not said under my breath and out in the open? You know, Muriel I've worked with Muriel 15 years now.
God, that long?
And she's probably the only other person other than my mother who has called me some really foul things. Most of the time I think I've deserved them, but sometimes I just was in awe. You know, there was 3 ways of doing things in our office. It's the right way, the wrong way, and Muriel's way.
That's the right way.
And Muriel's way was sometimes the way we all got in trouble, but since Muriel was here longer than I was, I relied on her expertise. So we call it Muriel's way. We should have a sign saying Muriel's Road or Muriel's something, because that's what we got there. You know, she danced to the beat of a different drum, and we all know that. And her feistiness and her energy, I was embarrassed to walk in the mornings feeling crappy because I was tired, and Muriel was up and about, making everybody that much younger than her feel like a fool. So I would walk by her desk and say, "Shut up, Muriel." She didn't even have to say anything. I know what she was thinking. So we have this ongoing thing that in the morning when I'm going for my cup of coffee, it's "Shut up, Muriel." It's all good. I want to be Muriel when I grow up. I want to have that energy. I want to have that feistiness. I want to have that desire to live and be part of a group. I've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, my personal life and at work, and she's been a source that I can't even explain or put into words. And she's got me on my toes for sure, and I don't know if just recently you all heard about our last endeavor, which is going to be the one that sticks out in my mind the most. We spent the morning in the emergency room, getting staples in her head, because Muriel, on her smoke break, decided to change the windshield wiper fluid in her car. She knocks over the arm, and the hood falls, and the hood of the car falls on her head. So she's bleeding profusely when some staff come up to her and put a napkin on her head, but you see, Muriel needed a cigarette. So as the blood is gushing down her face, she's asking, is it okay if she smokes? And yes, the ambulance comes and picks her up, and I'm like, I guess I should follow it. I get to the emergency room, and they said not stitches, but staples. As the hairs on my arm stood up, I looked at Muriel. She says, "Fine, I'll do it without the anesthesia." You'll find out why. So as we wait, and I'm staring at the apparatus, which, by the way, looks just like a stapler, like a real metal stapler, and I'm sweating, wondering whether I'm going to pass out when they staple her head. They come in finally, and I look at Muriel, and I look at the stapler, and I'm like, "Muriel, you know, are you okay without, you know, are you all right?" And she's like, "I'm fine, I need a cigarette." I wish they'd hurry up so I could have a cigarette. So they finally come in, and they staple her head. She didn't flinch, she was absolutely perfect. We finally, you know, she got herself ready faster than anybody I've ever seen because you see she needed that seat. I will never forget that. I will never, ever forget that. I've never experienced anything like it. And I probably never will. So I can't tell you, Muriel, how much I'm going to miss you, how much a part of my life and our lives you have become. And from me to you, adios, querida amiga. Que Dios te bendiga. I love you.
Hi. Let me tell you, you guys have made the past 27 years, 9 months, and almost 6 days, Muriel, wonderful for me. I don't know how to describe it. You know, I came here a sweet young friend. What's funny about that? But anyway, I came here a sweet young thing of 52. And you guys let me have a ball. I have had such a good time, you don't know. And students and the parents I've got to know over the years have made this job so worthwhile that if I could do it forever, I would. But I'm getting old, so I gotta go for that. But no fooling. It's been such a pleasure over the years working with pleasant people, people who would give you a smile just for walking in the elevator with them. Of course, I didn't like the ones that come in the elevator and want to hit my buttons. And we have a lovely president, and I had to smack his hand one day because he came in there and touched the button. You know, enough is enough. But I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You have made these last few years such a pleasure that if I wasn't getting old, I would hang around a while. But that's it.
All right, somebody asked Muriel.
Thank you so much.
And if we ask you, Muriel, have a good night, what are you going to tell me?
Don't tell me what to do.
There you go. Does anybody else want to say something about Muriel? Anybody want to come up here and try to
get nasty?
There you go.
I just want to be amazed because when Muriel came and sat at that desk and dealt with the students, it was just phenomenal to listen to her. She became like their surrogate mother. And she would, if they were misbehaving, she told them they were misbehaving. And if they didn't do it, bring in the proper paperwork, she would be right on them to do it. And you know what? They ate it right up. And we used to get all kinds of treats in our office, thanks to Muriel. They used to bring her flowers and candy and cookies. And we had parents send in brownies and stuff. So she really, really was like the first contact a lot of these kids had at the college, and she was a wonderful ambassador for SUNY New Paltz. And you know, Muriel, you will be missed. Very much.